Unless that screen or filter is actually torn, there's no reason to replace it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we can do everything we can to, to stop it, that kind of thing. But, it's still going to need regular maintenance. And as Jesus said before, we can't stress it enough. It's still an air conditioner. We got mini splits are great because they don't require maintenance. All right, what do you guys think about that?
Realistically, it's always been recommendation in the industry getting your system serviced twice a year. Typically, that was because you were using one source for heating and one source for cooling. Getting into the world of heat pumps, as long as the homeowner is doing their own maintenance, as far as keeping filters clean.
All you got to do is wash them with cold water. If I could do it in the sink so I can see how much stuff I get, maybe that's weird. I don't know.
I clean my filters about once a month. You'd be surprised what it catches just in a month.
The environment you live in, the area you live in, the quality of the air, the quality of the cleanliness of the building has a lot to do with how fast these machines get dirty.
We see a lot, in the fall, nothing's been cleaned all year. And then all of a sudden they start tripping out on an error code, like an H5 or something. That's the first thing we say. Have you checked the coil? Well, it ran fine all summer. Probably didn't.
These machines do a great job of protecting themselves without shutting down. So it's very possible that it worked in the summertime, wasn't working properly, but to the end user, they never knew the difference. But when we go into heating mode, now we've got to get the heat off of that indoor coil because it now became your condenser. So now your airflow becomes more critical.
Most of what we have has got a lot of surface area on it. That means that the wind speed through it isn't very fast. It means that it's not going to collect as much dirt as maybe what a traditional unit might, which actually comes up a lot when we talk about our vertical discharge units versus our horizontal discharge units. I think that preventive maintenance is the way to keep everything running, Make sure the customer's not going to have a breakdown when they need it the most. It never fails. Somebody calls you on July 4th weekend. You may have given them a price on doing preventive maintenance, and then they call you July 4th. I got guests coming over and all that. It's like, well, I provided you a way to prevent this.
I don't see any reason why, them getting it done at least once a year wouldn't be sufficient. So yes, we don't have as good as filters as you would in a forced air system with air cleaners and stuff that you can add to the system to better filtrate. But you have a system that can be way more efficient. And okay, so you got to have it cleaned every few years. Again, That depends on the environment.
Yeah, I mean, we can do everything we can to stop it, that kind of thing. But, it's still going to need regular maintenance. And as Jesus said before, we can't stress it enough. It's still an air conditioner.